Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley said Floyd Mayweather could hold his own in the UFC. Yeah, nope. I'm sorry, Tyron Woodley, that's just not, man. And I thought about this, honestly. Like, I was thinking at first, okay, I get what Tyron Woodley's saying. If Floyd Mayweather gets a good matchup, maybe he can have some success. You know, he's not just going to get steamrolled. But the more you think about it, Floyd Mayweather still got a 99.9% chance of getting steamrolled no matter who he fights in MMA. Unless he's fighting another boxer. You know, if you just get two boxers, neither one of them know how to wrestle or any submissions, maybe we'll have some shit show in a UFC octagon. But if you're talking about Floyd Mayweather fighting any high-level mixed martial artist, there's no UFC champion in the world that can prepare Floyd Mayweather for Conor McGregor. That is just a fact. You know, this is what Tyron Woodley had to say. He said, blocking kicks is really easy. Once you get to the, and I don't even agree with that. He said, but once you get to the point to where Floyd Mayweather is at, you can see that his boxing, his defense, his ability to see the punch coming in a fraction of a second and avoid or evade that punch comes from repetition, drilling over and over and over again. So that's all we would have to do to utilize blocking kicks. And he continued to say, if you look at the mixed martial arts as a sport, there are guys that are in the UFC that don't have a 4 out of 5 in the wrestling or jiu-jitsu. So therefore, it's not kind of crazy that someone with some of the best boxing we've ever seen may be able to hold his own. Obviously, every round starts on the feet. Every fight starts on the feet. And if you can keep it on the feet, I think that he can hold his own with pretty much anyone in the weight division. My job is really just to help him avoid being taken down, using angles, using footwork, using defense, how to get back up if he gets taken down. Now, if he gets taken down, it's over. That's the 99% chance Floyd Mayweather's still losing. There's no Tyron Woodley. He would need 6 years to show Floyd Mayweather the wrestling he would need to be able to actually succeed in MMA. Floyd Mayweather's only chance is if he goes in there and doesn't get the fight taken to the ground. But once he gets the fight taken to the ground, he's going to be like a fish out of water, and it's going to be over. I mean, you might see Conor McGregor's known for knocking motherfuckers out. He might just choke Floyd Mayweather out for fun, you know, just to show motherfuckers, don't better put some respect on MMA's name. And you know, we've seen a kickboxer, Gokhan Saki, actually had success in his UFC debut. But that's a little different because he's more well-rounded than a boxer. He's at least got kicks. So if you put a kickboxer in the UFC and he goes against a guy that's not just going to take him down like a wrestler, you can knock a guy out. Now, yeah, if Gokhan Saki got taken down by a wrestler, or if he was got tripped, you know, and he was on the floor with a high-level grappler, he's probably going to lose that fight in MMA. But every fight starts on the feet, so Gokhan Saki, being a kickboxer, can come over here and knock a guy out, you know, and knock a couple of guys out, have some success. But the minute he faces a wrestler, he'll probably run into the same problem Floyd Mayweather would have against anybody. Because, you know, Floyd Mayweather, even worse than Gokhan Saki, he doesn't have his kicks to use as a tool. At least Gokhan Saki has those weapons to use. Floyd Mayweather's going to be over here just praying, and he's going to have his hands down because he's got to avoid the takedown. And with his hands down, he's not going to be able to avoid the head kick. He's going to be having to use defense the whole fucking fight. He's not going to be able to have any offense. The second a fight gets in a clinch, Floyd Mayweather's going to get tripped, submitted. So Tyron Woodley, I hear what he's saying and all, and I'm sure he's having, you know, probably getting some checks from the money team, and he's getting some clicks on TMZ when he talks about training Floyd Mayweather. But there's nothing Tyron Woodley can do to prepare Floyd Mayweather for Conor McGregor, and that is just the fact. So with that being said, let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.